Welcome. This is Skip the Formalities. I am your host, John J. This is the panel. We have Josh. We have Aisha. And we have Brittany. And we are here to discuss the controversial issues that causes the world turmoil. And this is what we're here for. We're here to discuss these issues, and we're here to get our opinions out there and see if you feel the same. So our topic for today: should parents allow their kids, their preteens, their teens to transition genders at an early age? Now, we have heard about this several times. We have seen it in the news. D. Wade let his son turn to a girl. That was major news, but there was a white family that did it first. I seen it first on the news. They did it to a little kid. So now we're here to discuss it. I want to hear the panel's point of view. Who's gonna take it first?
Ladies first. I would hope that nobody agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. No, we do not condone that. I mean, how do you know what life even is about as a teenager? You know what I mean? As parents, you're trying to guide your kids in the right direction because they don't know. They don't have even life experiences. And now you're going to be 12 and say, hey, I want to be a girl. And your parents like, okay, well, you can't drink because that's bad for kids. You can't smoke. That's bad for kids. You can't drive yet because you're a kid, no experience, but you can be a damn girl if you want to when you was born a boy. You know, that's ridiculous to me. I can't fathom that. So no, I'm against it. How can you do all this stuff? Like no experience, and your parents are just so adamant about teaching you and trying to lead you in the right direction, but you can just change your gender. That's okay. No, that's not okay.
Well, here's my thing.
I definitely agree. Britt, what you got?
Here's my thing. Who are we to say that we're born a particular gender? What is gender but phrases and words?
If you got a penis, you're a boy.
What is this not called a penis though? What is not called that? The English language is based off of other translations of language. Josh may not be a man. You know, they may call him a coco. I mean, we don't know. We don't know these things. So to sit here and
say and not change it to another name, like you're not gonna take your penis off no matter what they call it. You know what I mean? No, you can't do it.
So here's the thing. If they sit here and come in and say, hey, that's that ain't just because you have a bodily part that, oh, you're a man, that classifies you as a man, that classifies you as a woman. Okay. If it came down to a taste test, would you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Well, let me say it like this from a biological standpoint.
You ugly as fuck.
Hey, Brianna.
Hello. Oh, y'all already
come on and skip the formalities.
I just came on, but all right. Well, I guess you'll introduce me to the new lady later. But I'm out eating, so I don't know how much I'm gonna stay with y'all today. But
you're fine, Brittany.
You left me the host last Tuesday, so I'm on recuperation this week. Okay.
And if you're into new lady, you late, you need to introduce yourself.
You from the looks of it, you still hosting.
Okay.
Half hood, half holy. Hey, well, I don't know about the holy part, but the hood, you got that down pat.
Rihanna, why you always eating?
I'm baptized. Why I'm always eating?
By the street.
Why you always eating?
You baptized with OE? You baptized with OD.
Who? Josh,
I
what you
like the
doing over
hairstyle,
there?
man. I like that though.
Thank you. Look at your little beard growing out. It's gonna be taller than you. I mean, you know.
Say hello to Aisha.
Hi, Aisha. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Fine. Where you are? You're late.
Yeah, he late.
Brittany.
All right, roast session over. So, go ahead, Brittany.
I'm gonna say from my perspective, from like a biological standpoint, what is not basically phenotypes, because anybody can have a penis, anybody can have a vagina. People can be born with both. But if you think about like chromosomes, yeah. If you think about it from like chromosomes, like X and Y and stuff like that, so that basically determines what you are. So no matter what English or French or whatever, like the origin of the word, whether it's female or male, I mean, it just matters what the chromosomes are. I don't know. I'm gonna say science don't lie.
Science. Neither does religion, so to speak. But so I ain't gonna go there. Not this week.
What y'all over there laughing about? And what little short Bill over there laughing about all that liquor in the background? What you got going on?
So let me ask the panel this. So as growing up, have you ever been confused about your own identity as distinguishing man or woman, whether you played with whether you was a tomboy, play with boy toys, or play with girl toys?
I think when you growing up, I mean, I played with boys and girls. I don't think young I thought about I'm a girl or a boy. I don't think that young you think about it. Now, it's some kids that you can clearly see that they different. You know what I mean? It's a couple little boys I done met that's very young. They want to put their mama heels on. I've seen that. However, I'm just like, if your kid comes to you at 12, why can't you let them decide that when they become an adult? My daughter want to do all kind of stuff. She want to wear eyelashes and acrylic nails. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You 14. But when you turn 18, you can make all those types of decisions. If I let you make all these adult decisions as a child, what are you going to be able to decide for yourself when you become an adult? How fun is it going to be? You can actually make decisions. When you turn 18, you can do all of these adult things that you want to do when you turn 18. But right now, you're 14 and you have to be a child. I'm going to let you be a child, learn life lessons, and grow at that pace. You're going to stay on course. Now, I don't understand. I'm not saying you shouldn't change to be a lady if you're a man or a man if you're a lady. But that should be when the child becomes an adult and they can make their own decisions. Because what if they change their mind? Like, you let them do it at 12, now they 20 and have all these regrets that they did that.
And identity problems and shit. Yeah.
Not to mention the bullying.
Right.
You went through school. Say you went through you went to the same school for the 5 years. You in 6th, 7th grade or whatever like that. Then you decide in 6th grade you want to get a gender change. Then you go from being Billy to Billiqua or some shit like that. Like
Billiqua.
You go from little Billy to little Billiqua. Right?
Billiqua.
Really?
That's gonna get you teased by itself. Just that name gonna get you teased.
But it's bad enough that kids got to go through cyberbullying now, and to do that type of change with kids having cell phones at such an early age, and they having social media accounts at an early age. Now you're going into a whole new environment of bullying. You're looking at having tens of thousands of people looking at these accounts on a daily, ridiculing a person that is different or looks different because they chose they want to be different. But it's not their choice. I still feel though, as the parent needs to make the choice about whether or not their kid should go through that. And if they do make that choice, they have to live with those consequences. They have to, and it's going to be hard consequences. It's going to be hard judgment that's going to be placed towards them for making that choice for them. Because if they do change their mind, say they turn 18, they change their mind. You didn't grow into this body. You didn't took, right. Whether if it's a man, you didn't took the pills to suppress your hormones and all that stuff like that, or whatever. For women, you taking the hormone pills so you can kind of like be a lot more muscular and everything. And at 18, you're like, you know what? This ain't for me. This was a harder life than what I thought it was gonna be.
Right.
Now I want to change.
Right.
It's a ridiculous outcome. It's a ridiculous outcome. And for a parent to say, you know what, I understand. I'm gonna let you do this.
All right, Jay. All right, John. Okay. Okay. And Brittany, I'm gonna get on your ass too in a minute. But John, there go that fucking cup again. God damn it. God, you know what? God damn.
What?
You know what?
I cannot drink tea.
You know what? God damn it. I mean, God damn it. Now,
I'm about to be right with y'all.
Now, I got me a fucking cup. John, only one don't run every cup. Got me, there we go. God damn it.
Might be spiked a little bit.
Brittany, I'm gonna get on your ass in a minute. All right, John.
I gotta come back.
And Aisha, listen, I don't give a fuck what my child comes up to me and says. Don't care. I don't give a shit. The reason I don't give a shit, motherfucker, you don't pay no bills here. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. You can wake up in the morning and be a goddamn tiger. Fuck, I give a fuck. But who's gonna support your hopes and dreams at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? Not me. Not me. That's what makes Dwayne Wade. That's what makes Dwayne Wade such a bitch. That's what makes him such
is a bitch.
Yeah,
he's
that's what
the
makes
damn
him such
girl.
a bitch.
You know that.
That's what makes him a bitch. Because you're supporting a fucking child. Children don't know nothing. And you're supporting this. Who gonna buy your clothes? Who gonna buy your fucking food to support this shit? Who gonna buy your makeup to support this shit?
Right.
Not me. And if you got a fucking problem with it, you want to run away from home, Jay Smooth, there's a term for that, right?
Emancipation.
Huh?
No.
Remember you told me
emancipation. God damn it, I can't think of the word.
But there's a term for that. So I'm not going to support your bullshit. You're a fucking child. Just like I don't know if y'all know about Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. All her life she wanted to be a porn star. And he was like, while you living in my house, you're not gonna be a porn star. When she turned 19 and moved the fuck out of his house to LA, she's in all type of porn videos now. He said he don't give a fuck. But he wasn't gonna support that. Yeah, you're wrong. So my child can come to me and say whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck. That's cool. You want to be Superman today? That is so nice. Take your ass to bed at 8, get the fuck up and do your chores like Superman do. And I'm not supporting none of that shit. So at the end of the day, I think where we're going wrong at is the state, society, social media puts the pressure on us to side with the child. Fuck that. I'm not siding on that. I'm a goddamn man. I raise men and little girls. I have a gang of nieces and a gang of, I think I have one niece. I do. I have one niece who is a lesbian, who I just found out is a lesbian. But she just not told because she knew I wasn't going to support that shit. She grown now. So it's different. She support her own goddamn stuff. So I still love her, but that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck what a child say to me. I don't care. They're still a child. I still pay bills here, and that's the end of it. And fuck what you're talking about. And anybody else who wants some of Debo, fuck them. I don't care. Now,
and some people be living through their kids too. Like you live through your kids. Dwayne Wade clearly is like, yeah, be this girl because I wanted to be a girl too.
Dwayne Wade has been gay for a long time.
Do it, so I'm gonna let you.
Dwayne Wade has been gay for a long time.
He's clearly the bitch. Right. And his wife is the damn man. He's the bitch and she's the husband. Clearly.
Yeah, I don't think that Gabrielle influenced it or like, you know, she had any involvement with his process.
No, Dwayne Wade has been gay for a long time. Dwayne Wade has been gay for a long time.
I want to answer Brittany's question. I don't think Gabrielle. I think Gabrielle supported it just to kind of like ride with Dwayne Wade's coattail with it. I when I first heard it came out, I was like, oh, Gabrielle just riding along with it. I think she just riding along with it. If it is the reverse, and she brought this to Dwayne Wade, was like, hey, you know, he wants to be a girl, and I think you should let it happen. This would be a great publicity for us. I think that's some bull. I think that's some bullshit because they got a lot of publicity behind it, and the little boy, girl, she end up getting a fucking award from First Lady Michelle Obama for some girl shit, and it's not a girl. It's not a girl. I mean, he called it it, but I don't know what else to classify it
that's
as.
what it is.
You can say
Call it what it is.
Them. You have to ask them what their pronouns are. It's them, he, she, their.
Look,
them.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
You have to ask. That would be rude.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I had a baby right now and I had to send them to school and they said they ain't doing pronouns, I'm burning the damn school down. Okay. How you gonna take pronouns out of the goddamn English language? You telling me I'm a they now? They is plural. Them is plural. It's plural. It doesn't singleize anybody. It's plural. You can't be plural.
Y'all. You can call me y'all.
Like
they said you talking about one person. You be like, they said come to their house tomorrow, but you talking about one person.
Exactly. Like okay, so now you a he and a she, so you a they? Like how you gonna be that? You can't be that.
It's the crew. It's the crew now.
A she and a they. Like you they now. Like come on now. How you they?
Wait a minute. And Brittany, listen to me. There is no such thing. Here. I'm on your ass right now. I'm on your ass.
What?
There's no such thing as a hermaphrodite. There's not.
Well, it happens. Some people are born with both. Some people are. I've actually seen it. Some people are born with both.
You saw it where?
Both parts.
Where you see
that same question.
Look,
I heard that.
This is in my textbook. When I studied at college, it happens because
you know
one is more prominent than the other. One is more prominent than the other, and then I don't know anybody. Have you ever seen a dick clit?
A what?
Have you seen a dick clit?
What's
clit
a dick
that looks like a dick?
Is that like a chicken nugget or something? I don't know. What's
I'm like, is that dumb?
Have you seen
a dick clit? What is a dick clit?
A dick hyphen clit. Like a dick clit. A fat clit. It looks like a fucking penis.
I ain't never seen that. That
okay,
exists?
well, look, yes, big clits, big fat clits that look like penises. But anyway, like sometimes it can be hard to distinguish, like if you're a physician and like, you know, you might have both parts. So at that time, like the physician, they make the determination, okay, well, this one is more prominent. So I'm going to cut this one off. And then, you know, hopefully I made the right decision and it's a male or a female. So
what if they make the wrong decision?
Yes, that's what happens. And then that's what, like the child is like either confused, like, well, I guess that's where they get the emotion of, I feel like I'm a boy, or I feel like I'm a girl. I was raised wrong. I like this and the third. Like they have that mixed emotion, but they don't know like the underlying behind it. So it's a possible, like it happens, but it's like a small percentage of where it happens. Where
they
should
should leave it there until the
decision.
kids start acting like, until the kids start walking around acting like what it's gonna be, then get rid of one.
So
but then it's like always like, you know how you get like, I don't want to say peer pressure, but you know, if you're a boy and you're going to the bathroom and somebody looks down like, what is that? I don't have nothing like that. It's always that curiosity, and then it's like, dang,
who the hell is that
something
close?
wrong with what I got?
Right.
Who's that close? You that close to look over?
If you a kid, okay, you
them stars ain't that
kid.
close.
you ain't never been a kid and you ain't never looked, okay, like on Rugrats, they look down and be like, okay, well, this is different from what you got or something. I don't know.
I ain't never compared at a young age. It
happens. Look, even with TV, like TV or whatever, they have it happening. Like, oh, I got something different.
TV.
Like,
that don't happen in real life. I'm in the backyard by the fence, taking the whiz, and my boy, come on, like, man, can I stand right here? No, you go stand over there. Like, why you so close?
Even public bathrooms. Okay, like if you a kid, like a little boy, like maybe 5 or 6 or whatever. The small little urinals. Like if you're a child, somebody that's impressionable or whatever, and you're going to the bathroom and like I don't know if y'all fucking I don't know if y'all fucking look. I've never been in the boys' bathroom.
Well, I'm telling you, I ain't looking.
Y'all got urinals.
I ain't trying to stand in the next stall next to the next man. I'm trying to stand over here.
Wait, but do you think that you can tell? Do you think that you can tell by a child's behavior at let's say 3? Let's say 3. What the child is acting like? Because at that point, they ain't in no stalls or nothing yet. They 3 years old. They still at home. Like, do you think that you can tell, like, if somebody was a, hermaphrodite, that if by 3 years old, if I was born with a penis and a punana, then I would know by 3 what my kid wants to be. Like, it's either want to go outside and cut grass with daddy or want to get nails done. Like, which one it want to do?
I think at that point, it would be more of your environmental factors and stuff. It would be more of like, you know, how my grandma or how my aunties and, you know, whoever raised me. Because sometimes it can groom you to be, okay, well, we're going to play with baby dolls today. And then, you know, you might have like little brothers and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, we about to go play basketball. So it all depends on those different types of factors. Like, what are they grooming you up to be?
Now that's a good point, Britt. That's a great point.
That is a good point.
Because at the end of the day, a lot of these little kids is gay because these mamas is out here treating their little boys like little damn girls, and they acting like girls, and then or it's a girl, the mama like being tough, or it ain't no daddies around. They not being groomed the way they should be groomed. You know what I mean? I'm taking my daughter. It's these mamas, they going to the shop like taking their sons to the beauty salon. Why are you taking your son to the beauty salon? No, take your son to a barber shop with other men and boys. This is what men do. Why are you doing that? They babying them. They all like, oh, you ain't got to do that. I swear to God, I know a lady and her son still live with her. He like 22 years old. She like, well, I can't make him cut the grass because he got allergies. And I want to say, bitch, is you crazy? Who gonna cut the grass? He's a man.
You should tell her like, well, they got Zyrtec. I mean, shit.
Right.
Get him some.
You gotta get him allergy meds. It's crazy how these women is raising these men, and that's such a great point, Britt, because if you're not teaching kids gender identity, then they not gonna have it. They might not have it. They might not.
It's also the factor too, like, you know, what if the mama is playing both roles? So they don't have like that male figure.
What you mean?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. See, that's why I gotta stop you right there, Brittany. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm putting the stop sign up. I'm stopping it. I am stopping it. Okay, stopping it.
Right.
You can honestly say yes. A woman will play both roles, but even still, a woman cannot raise a man. He needs father figure.
Yes.
A father figure. So if that woman is not giving him a father figure and she is babying him, then yes, he's not going to turn out to be the man that he is supposed to be. Even if he is in the closet. He may be in the closet too. But he's not going to be that man. Right. He's not going to be that man without that father figure. That's why some women, if not all, put their kids in sports to have that male bonding and that father figure there, which is that coach.
Amen. Yep.
It's going to be that coach. It's going to be the father figure.
Yeah.
Because without a father figure,
Yes. I be wanting to slap every chick that's on Facebook. It's about to be so many chicks on Facebook next Sunday, like, happy Father's Day to me. And I'm going to be so mad, like, you are not a damn daddy. No. You're not a daddy. I don't care if it's no daddy around. No happy Father's Day to you. You're not a dad. Just have your Mother's Day and appreciate that. But if it's no dad around, it's still not your day. Yo kid, you picked wrong. You picked wrong. That shit be making me mad. I'm telling you, like, happy Father's Day to me. I'm doing both. I'm the mama and the daddy. No, you the mama. That's it.
Well, what they not telling is, I ran a man off. I deny him from seeing his kid. I got him on child support and I'm taking everything he got so he can't even work. He can't even work a job. Or I'm getting him on child support and I keep going down to complain on him and I got a felony out there so he can't go get a job. So
or he just whack as hell and you picked wrong. Or he could just be whack as hell and you picked wrong.
That's true. That's true too. But still there's more situations from my experience. Now, I'm not gonna count everybody. From my experience, there's more men in my circle. There's a lot of men that take care of their kids and have custody of their kids. My son lives with me. Okay. I know a few friends where their kids live with them. From all the other horror stories that I hear, a lot of women are running some of the man off either with child support or creating some kind of fabrication or some kind of deal. Hey, if you want to come see your kid, oh, you got to break me off something. Give me a little bit of money. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. It got to come with some kind of strings or contingency. No, it shouldn't be like that to see your child.
Right.
It shouldn't be. Josh ain't got nothing in that cup. So it's all
nothing.
He got nothing in that cup.
Nothing. Water. Go put some milk in it.
Grab that cup so quick. Got an empty cup. So, but there, and Aisha, I do agree with you. There are situations out there where there is a weak male. It's a weak male because he ain't been taught how to be a man. He think he knows about how to be a man, but he don't know how to be a man. So he lost himself. And then you turn around and you create these weak, feminine male men that's run around with their hands tilted over, talk about some, I know what I'm doing out here, and they really don't.
You said their hands be like that?
I know what I'm doing, but you really don't.
My husband,
you said they broken
limp wrist. Limp-wristed men.
Just walk around like they carrying a purse or some shit like that. Like, what is you doing? Why's your arm up here like this?
Why you dragging
blind, double crippled, with your hand up here like this?
Right.
Come on, let's fight. What you doing?
Aisha Britt, if you go back, because I already showed Jay Smooth this, to Dwayne Wade's rookie year, before he had his children, and look at his outfit he's got on that he wears to the rookie game. He's got on heels.
Was it a pink suit?
Yeah, it was some type of, and he's got on heels. And it's like, he's always, Dwayne Wade has there's a guy named Ed Buck. He's a billionaire. He does something in Hollywood, but he's gay. He's known to be gay, and he messes with gay black men everywhere. A couple of black gay men have actually been found dead on his property. Dwayne Wade has pictures with this dude, hanging out with this dude. Dwayne Wade has always been gay. What do you think his son gets it from?
He living through his son. He living vicariously through his son. Clearly, that's what it is.
Hey, Aisha, what did Gabrielle Union say on that show? Dwayne Wade loves fingers in his booty. That's exactly what she said.
No,
any man.
It was an article that just came out a couple of weeks ago where Dwayne Wade said that it's okay for the lady to be the head of the household.
I saw
and that fucks me up because we in a atmosphere, we in a world where right now black men are needing to be leaders in their home. They're needing to be the men of the house. They're needing that now. Like the government has made it so that black men cannot be the man of their home. They give women food stamps and all kind of welfare aid. What's that? Section 8, all kind of shit to be without a man.
Now,
very true.
You know what I mean?
Now, Aisha, I agree with you there. I've argued that point several times over again and again when they came out with welfare and all that stuff about how that put the black man out of the house. Child support, welfare, EBT, all that put the black man out of the household because the government was able to take care of the women.
And they couldn't even have the man in the house if they were to get that.
Right. There are some black women out there that argues that fact that's not true.
That's so true. You can't be on Section 8 with a man laying up.
That none of that is. They argue the fact that none of that stuff is true, and that's not what actually occurred for them to put that in place. I said that's bullshit because why is the government? If the government wants taxes, okay, if the government wants the economy to move, but you're allowing people to get paid with taxpayers' money, and you're overtaxing the people that's working in order to fund not only the government, but people that's not working either. How does that make sense? That's not pushing the economy forward. Now, if it's taking care of the older generation, they on Social Security, that's one thing. But then you can't even put people in the market to even put money in Social Security because nobody wants to work.
There we go.
So exactly what is occurring with all these supportive programs that are allowing people to basically sit and do nothing. Even with the pandemic, they have did more helping of the American people than anything else with these payments. Now they could have did a 1-year payment. Say they did something like what Canada did, which hey, we're going to give you $2,000 a month to take care of all your bills, and they did that for a year. Just for a year. Then after that, they say, "Hey, you can't go back to work." Would that have been more beneficial than these here spoon feed there, spoon feed there? Oh, you know what? Let's add some extra money to unemployment. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, let's raise the wages up to 15. Oh, let's give incentives so people can come back to work. Nobody wants to work because they ain't got more money with no end date.
Well, I think that they needed to do that in order to raise the minimum wage. Like they had to give people money. When this pandemic happened and they put that extra $600 in unemployment or whatever, that was something that needed to take place because people was living off non-livable wages. Like they was still on welfare. As long as you got a job, you can still be on welfare, but the job wasn't giving you enough. You had to do that to take care of kids. So now, like, it's all of these places around that's hiring now. They done stopped the $600 extra. They got $15 an hour. All these people can apply by text messages or whatever. You are going to see what's going to happen now. Like, it was kind of too early for us to say, well, they don't want to work. Well, you couldn't work. As a mother, I didn't want to work. I wanted to stay home. I work for the government, so I had to work. I wasn't willing to lose my job because I get other perks, not just $600 extra. But I wanted to stay home with my children. I didn't want to send them to school. So it's a lot of mothers who wanted to stay home and they was getting that extra $600 for unemployment. It's a lot of men, and this goes back to me saying that the government, society has taken men away from being the head of a household. So me as a woman, I can go out and support my whole family because I got the government backing me. But then my man, not my personal man, but it's men out here that didn't have all the luxuries that women have. So it's like, well, shit, I can get $600 extra and I don't got to go over here and work. Or what about Christmas time? That's about to come. I can't help my woman buy toys because I can't find no job that's going to support her. You know what I mean? She get this extra money from the government. Men, black men, they be on their knuckles a lot. It's not they all just don't want to work. they don't have the same luxury. Black women are more educated even than white women. So now you got all these black women talking about how they don't need a man and they can do everything on their own, but the government has taken them and basically spoiled them. So I can get on welfare and go to college and take care of my kids on welfare, but I can go to college. But that black man can't do the same thing. He don't have that same luxury. He can't say, well, I got kids, because most of the time the kids is with the mama, unless the mama is just, I don't know, either don't want the kids or is unfit. You know what I mean? So
you're coming as a parent.
Yes.
Brittany.
What up?
Brittany, you don't have children. What you drinking on?
That look like gin and juice.
Pineapple, mango juice, and pats of the Rhone.
Okay, so Aisha, what Aisha's saying is real good. She's coming from a place as a parent, as a black woman. You're not a parent yet, but you're a black woman. How do you feel about what she said?
I mean, it's true. Like, yes, a lot of men, they don't get access to different government funding opportunities, like Section 8, shit, anything, like even a hard time with food stamps. It's a lot of difficulty. Even like if they are without a job, like if they don't have any housing, it's no housing shelters available for them. They're all tailored for women, single women with kids. So they really don't have like a lot of opportunities out there. So they do have to take like the little low income jobs, and it's not, you're not able to survive off that, like less than minimum wage. So it's unfortunate. Like some people they have like a nice come up with unemployment and stuff, but you know, it's time to get back to work. You have to, in order to, you know, keep everything going, because if we don't, then everything will be raised up price wise. Shit, why is chicken so high for me? Why is a pack of chicken like $2? $1.99 a pound? Why? Because not a lot of people are at work and stuff, and it's so many damn shortages. I'm tired of shortages. Give me overages at this point. I want stuff to go back to normal, but it's going to be hard, because even so, yeah, okay, they trying to raise the minimum wage up to $15 an hour, federal minimum wage, but it's like, what jobs? I thought jobs was lost, and like certain industries was devastated by the whole pandemic. So it's just that aspect. It's like, what will they really come back to, like working wise? Will it be just fast food, like more of like service industry, or like will it be like any type of new type of category of a job for them, like certain individuals? Because even so, you know, once everything opened back up, you got to think about how other people were affected by it, like the long-term effects of COVID, whether they have to help out with family. Like even now, like I've had people tell me that they're about to get evicted from their homes, like their stuff is in foreclosure. So you have to think about that whole aspect, like, you know, elderly parents, you have to take care of them. Some people are like sick and stuff like that. Like, and then people might not even be comfortable sending their kids back to school. So it's different facets with the whole pandemic. Like even with childcare, they don't have a lot of childcare workers now. So even finding, like, if you wanted to send your kid somewhere, it's like, will your kid get that one-on-one with whoever is there? Like, what's going to be the ratio? How many students to teacher ratio will it be? So that's like one different concern, like, you know, if their kids going to be taken care of. So it's a lot of different things. Men, they just have it rough. It's rough.
They do.
For them. Especially black men. And even so, like, yes, women are highly educated more, but I don't want to say, like, you know, when as the women are more educated, they don't rely on, I don't want to say they don't really,
No, you have froze out for a minute there.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to say, like, as more women are educated, they just like look down on like the black men. But I just think that it's just, as more women are getting educated, it's more if they want more higher standards for like the man.
Right.
So I don't know, like, it's like how people be saying like, okay, yeah, the average black male only makes like 40,000, and I'd be sitting there thinking like, damn, 40,000, what fucking career field is this? I really do be thinking. So it's not even service industry, because service be making like 30.
Hey, Brittany, okay.
Yeah.
Based on what you just said,
mm-hmm.
You saying that there are women out here that are a little bit more educated than a black man, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and they may look and they probably look down on black men, right?
I'm saying that's from someone who is highly educated. They might look down on a man that's like, okay, I got a PhD, but you only got a high school diploma or bachelor's.
Right. So here's my thing. Here's my question. Here's my question. You ready? Ready? Do you think that is fueling interracial dating?
The lack of degrees.
No, not lack of degrees. If we take into account what you just said, okay, we take into account what you just said, that the educated black women could possibly look down on black men, and the average black man makes $45,000 a year. Okay. Would you say that is fueling interracial dating? Because, and this is why I say that, because some white man has been privileged enough to get into particular positions black men cannot get in, either because of glass ceiling, education, whatever the case is. Would you say that's fueling interracial dating, where black women are dating white men because they have the financial status that black men are not accompanied to having unless they're entrepreneurs?
I think that that's just based off the person's preference. I don't necessarily think like, oh, okay, well, it might be like somebody that's like, okay, yeah, I've been dealing with black men enough. Let me try something outside my, usual. Let me try somebody else. Maybe I might find something different. So it just depends on the person. It's not something that's just like, okay, well, y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all not gonna be shit. Let me just try something. Let me go towards something else. I don't think.
But would that not be the factor though? Because
who knows what the factor is? Because it could be just a person, a different. You might got an east side nigga and a west side nigga. So it's different shit that you can't say that it's a factor, because you can say like, okay, well, this guy, he treat me better, but I was dealing with his bullshit. But this guy, he makes a lot of money and he in this position to spoil me. So like, but he treats me like shit. So it's different facets. You can't say because a guy is in a position and makes a lot of money and he's white or Indian or Hispanic or whatever, that he gonna, I just think that it's no. I don't think that's the.
I disagree.
Can I answer that?
I disagree. I disagree. Go ahead, Aisha.
Can I give my opinion on that?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so that whole shit, interracial dating, black men, women, white men, I personally think that's an exposure type of thing. I think that a lot of black people who start to make money and they grow away from black people and they want to move away from black people, and then they have kids around these white people, and then they sending their kids to white schools where they like the token black people, and they in these neighborhoods with white people and they being exposed to these white people, then they end up being with white people and they pick up like a white man. I'm literally living this. I'm not gonna tell y'all who or nothing, but I'm literally living this. It's exposure. Like my 14-year-old, she in her mind, it's black people. Her man gonna be black. She got a black daddy. She got a black mama. She like black people. She love black people. We like fight the power at home. That's how we live. But then you got other people who like niggas this and that, and we don't want to live around these niggas. We don't want to send our kids to this black school because they books is bad. You know what I mean? And they end up with white men. That happens.
Very true.
Well, I'm not going to disagree that it's about exposure.
Cause how you gonna get a white man if you don't be around them niggas?
Exactly. That's yeah.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue. But I still believe, I still believe that it comes with a financial status. If I still believe that it comes with a financial status because if we're talking about exposure, how many black men in the hood are you going to see that makes a lot of money and don't work overtime for it? Sell drugs.
Do we have exemptions like, people that play sports or in the music?
Right. Because these black men
a lot of people
pick up white women for money because it's money involved. But black women getting a white man, that shit is exposure. But black men picking up these white women, that's like them motherfuckers just got money. They want to give it to a white woman, or you can see the brokest ass black dude with an ugly ass white woman. She fat with 12 kids or something. They just want a white woman. I don't know why. They still in the hood or something, but they got them a white woman. Now, when a black woman get with a white man, that shit is mostly exposure. That's what she done been around this. But when a black man pick up a white woman, it could be because he either rich, because he playing these sports, he around a bunch of white people. When you rich, you get a different brand of people to hang around. Or you black in the hood, black nigga in the hood and want somewhere to live. So he get him a white chick who wants some black dick.
All right.
What? BBC.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that BBC.
All right. So let's really get it. Let's really get it in. So now we're about to head into the final word. I want to hear everybody's final thoughts. Put it all out on the table. We did a lot of talking. We talked about a lot of subjects. We covered our main points. So I want to see how you're really feeling, what your really mind is at. We heard everybody's opinion. So I want to start with Aisha, because you're new to the panel. So tell me what your final word is.
My final word is Dwayne Wade is gay, and he wanted his son to be a woman because he always wanted to be a woman. So that's how he living. And we know that's a fact. But no, you shouldn't let your kids change their sex because they really have no idea what they want at 12 years old. Let them become an adult and make that decision for themselves. That's my word on that.
Agreed.
Okay. Brittany?
I concur. I believe that kids, they always change their mind every other day about what they like, what they don't like, who they friends, who not they friends. I just think, I believe that they should not be able to have the decision to transition at a young age because they're still developing. They're still trying to figure out who they are. They're still discovering new things, exposure to a lot of stuff. So they shouldn't be able to do that. And then it's like a lot changing procedure. So to do that at such a young age and confuse yourself, I think that it should happen when you're much more mature. And then hopefully maybe, you might not be gay, you might not be queer, you might not be thinking you outside your body and all that other type of stuff. So it's that should be done. And then, black man love black man.
All right. I'm gonna send it over to Josh. Josh, what's your final word?
Brittany, I'm on your ass. No, I concur. No, I concur with Aisha. I concur with Brittany. At the end of the day, I bring it back home. And like I tell people all the time, this whole transgender thing and this whole issue, it even ties over to the subjects that we were talking about, like as far as the men being in the household and so on and so forth.
Yep.
There's an ultimate agenda for this. And this ultimate agenda, why they are letting children do all this crazy shit and keeping Black men out of the homes, is because they're going to usher it in. I've seen videos out there already. They're going to legalize pedophilia.
Yes.
That's what all this is about. There are a lot of rich people with a lot of money. They got to do it slowly. I tell people all the time, your government is like a slow crock pot, man. They're not going to come through the sky like Independence Day. They're going to come in the back door. And
like Jeffrey,
yeah, they're going to come like Independence Day. Aliens came and blew up everything all out in the front. Government don't do that. The government comes in the back door very quietly, and they take over quiet because that's just the way it is. And what we need to do as Black men, we need to stop being pressured by social media. We need to stop being pressured by schools and government. Nobody should be allowed in your home telling you how to be a real man to your children.
Exactly.
And your family.
Exactly.
That's where it's at.
Exactly.
That's why I'm single. That's why I'm called asshole. That's why I get death threats on Yahoo Mail and on Facebook and other shit, because I hold the line. I say, no, fuck you. I'm a man. It stops right here. And that's why I fuck with other dudes like that. I don't fuck with no bitch-made dudes, because bitch-made dudes, they not gonna hold the line, and they gonna have you out there looking like the flimsy wrist. And I'm not.
Limp wrists.
So what it comes down to when it comes to children and transgenderism is the man in that household saying, or the man in that family, whether it be a grandfather or uncle or whoever, saying, no, fuck that. We're not gonna have that here, and I'll die for it. But we don't have that anymore. We have a lot of males, but we don't have a lot of real men. Just like we have a lot of females, but not a lot of real women anymore. We need to get back to holding that fucking line and saying, no, fuck you. In my house, it's boy, it's girl. That's it.
And
bottom
they
line,
plural.
stop being pressured with the rest of the shit. Don't let.
I thought it was they and them.
There you go. There it is. There
All right.
go.
Brianna, you got something for us?
Hey, like DL Hughley said, when I got pulled over by the police, I told the cop, I'm really a white man in a Black man's body. You know what the cop told me? Get both y'all ass the fuck out the car. so in my house, if you want to be identified as they, I'm gonna whoop their ass. And they can get the fuck out of my house if you don't want to do what I told you to do.
All
the
right.
men have to stand up and be leaders in our community. Bottom line.
Brianna, you got something for us?
I was wondering if she had some dinner or something for us.
Come on, bring it home. Bring it home for me, baby. Bring it home for me.
Man, this was deep. So, oh, baby. As a parent, I feel like that's a decision. I'm gonna love my kid either way they go. Like, you know what I mean? You can't, because first of all, the world is already judgmental and already gonna be against them. So as a parent, you gotta be supportive. I'll be supportive, but not at a young age. I feel like your mind, you don't get your mind made up what you want to be. Like you said, we wanted to be doctors and all that when we was little, and look at the shit we do now. Now that ain't got nothing with the drink. So I just, as a parent, if I had a little boy, that's what I'm raising until you get old enough to decide that you want to do something else. If I have a girl, that's what I'm raising until you get to decide that you're gonna be what you want to be when you get 18. Like you said, I'm not, as a mother, I'm not going in the store in the girl section with a little boy. That's not what I had. So that's not what I'm doing. Like I'm not supporting it at that age. You don't know what you want to do. So you sit down, you play with these Legos and these Play-Dohs, and you shut up and shut up. You know what I mean? Like I think that's just, I don't know, the world is just crazy. Like we didn't have all this. Like my mom used to tell us we didn't have nerves at 10 and 9. Like we done told somebody they got on their nerves. I got my ass beat because I didn't have none. Like they got too much opinion and say so, or not saying that you should speak up and you know what I mean, but just certain shit, you as a parent, you gotta know when to put your foot down and what to allow in your household. And since a motherfucker can't buy their clothes and they don't pay no bills, then you gonna put on boy clothes. If you a boy, you wearing boy clothes. If you a girl, you wearing girl clothes. And when you get 18, like you said, that's considered to be grown. And you do for yourself, then you make that decision, but not at no 9, no 10, no 5, no 6. I'm talking about I don't see no gender. Oh, you got a gender. Do you got balls or do you got?
Go ahead, girl.
She muted herself. All right.
Like I'm not against it, but at a young age, no, it's not happening. Not in my household. It ain't going down, my brother.
I taught you right. I taught you right.
So it's time for the host to speak. And I guess I'm gonna go last. I believe that the world is in turmoil. I believe that this nation is in turmoil. I feel like that we're going down a road that we can't come back from. We're allowing children to make decisions, and they can't make decisions in any other way, shape, or fashion. They can barely tell whether what color that they like. One day is green, the next day is blue. And we're making decisions for them. We're allowing them, their decisions to influence us to spend our money to change their genders. Whether it's surgically, emotionally, mentally, and it's not right. It's not right. When I was coming up, I knew I liked girls. I knew I wanted to go take that girl in the backyard and kiss her, fill all up on her booty and touch her chest when she ain't had no breasts. I knew I wanted to do all of that. I knew I did. I knew I wanted to mess with that girl cousin too. So I took her in the backyard too. I knew I wanted to do all that. But now we're letting these kids look at things that influence them on social media. We're letting them look at gay situations on social media that is influencing their decisions. We're letting them look at pornographic videos, whether it's soft porn or whatever, whether it's in a cartoon or is it not, that is going to influence their decisions to make them feel like they want to be this or they want to be that, and they feel like they're going to be accepted this way. I'm going to be accepted gay. I'm going to be accepted as a transgender. We are allowing all of that stuff to happen because certain people are not monitoring what their kids are doing. You're not monitoring what they see on social media because you can't monitor what they see on social media because you could go and look at their page, but then they got a lock on their phone or they're blocking you from seeing all the things they do because you're monitoring their phone from a distance. We're losing our kids to the world and not reining them in. When we were younger, we didn't have access to the world. We had access to the blocks that we lived between. I was between 10 blocks. All I knew was Wyoming and Myers. I knew nothing beyond there. That's it. You went anything past that way, you were in trouble. You better be home for them street lights.
Facts.
Right now, you got to call your kids on your phone. Hey, where you at? I got you on the GPS. Where you at?
No doubt.
There's too much out here, and we're losing our kids. We're losing them to societal norms, and we're not setting the standard. Josh, you're right. We're not holding the line as Black men and women with our kids. We're allowing the world to push them in a direction that we don't want them to go, and we don't agree with it, but we also see it at the last minute. We see it at the last minute, and then we have the attitude to say, hold on, wait a minute, when did this happen? Oh, I always knew since I was a young kid. Well, I ain't never seen it. But then it's out there right in front of our face, and we just sitting there like, wait. You went and touched you went and put your tongue in some guys. You went and licked some girls. A girl kissed you when? A guy came in? No. And in some situations, it may be in Boy Scouts, it may be in Girl Scouts, it may be in basketball camp, it may be over in tennis camp. We don't know because we're not having these conversations with our kids and say, hey, if a guy try to walk up on you and you a boy, you need to tell them to back. We're not telling these young girls, hey, if a girl try to come up on you and try to be all nice and friendly and put her hands all up on you, hey, you need to tell them to maintain their 3 feet. We're not doing that. Is they even teaching stranger danger anymore, or everybody trying to be kumbaya fucking ya? We're not holding a line anymore. We're not reining it in anymore. We're kind of just throwing the cast out to the pond, and we just kind of just letting it go out there and see what we catch. And then when we bring it back, we like, dang, I didn't know you was gay. Oh, I didn't know you was a lesbian. I didn't know you like wearing girl clothes. We don't know. Until we can
I just like,
huh?
I just like wearing basketball shorts because they're comfortable. I like wearing my bare.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm done with my rant. This is Skip the Formalities. We air every Thursday, 6 p.m. This was the panel. We got Josh, we got Brianna, we got Brittany, we got Aisha. We missing one party, but they'll be here next time. This is John Jay, and we signing out.
Peace.